first carry for James Conner. Shifts by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. Good move. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, Cardinals. Todd Gurley. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, it's gone. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. First down run for Conner. Not going to get much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 2nd down, it's Gurley again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score 14, Lions nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry. For a win today.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Goff. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Goff now looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Goff now looks to throw.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, it seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll get this off to Gurley.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. The 20.
I'm the best in the game.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Whoever the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Prater on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Conner. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, lift!
Here's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Burrow on play action. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. And
it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Second and 10. Now gone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
17.
Here's Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Landry, agile footwork. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start the drive with Connor. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally marked down at the 23. 231 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Todd Gurley. A 23-yard run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
From his end zone is St. Brown. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
14.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Swift. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Goff on 1st down. Able to shake him off. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From just shy of midfield, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Here's Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Goff looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff, he's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Penei Sewell, the 7th overall pick, hit with a penalty there. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again they run with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Burrow. They'll get this out to Gurley. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.